Hello, people. Here with Bob today. Of course, Bob's here. I'm Bob. I'm going to tell you a story. A long time ago. From a long time ago, yes, when I was younger. Do you remember your first dance with a girl? Well, I do. I'm going to tell you about it. When I was home with my family, my mother, and stuff like that, the radio was on in the kitchen. And I used to ask my Mom, teach me how to waltz. I want to know how to do a slow dance. I was probably 15 at the time, maybe, girl time. I was talking to girls, being with girls and all that kind of stuff, but I never danced with a girl. So my mom used to teach me how to dance in the kitchen. Song would come on the radio and slow one, she'd dance with me. She showed me how to dance. She showed me where to put my hands on a girl to dance properly. Right? So she taught me basically how to waltz with a girl a proper way. So it was the summer of 1967 comes around. I'm about 16. Yeah, of course I liked the girls. And I knew that if you were going to be talking to girls or be with girls, there's one thing you had to know how to do, and that was the dance. And the first dance you ever do with a girl, that's probably not right, but you have to know how to waltz properly. So there was a community center here in Toronto. It was at Pape and Gerard. Bear with me. Most of you don't know where that is, but back in the 60s, I think it's still there today, if I remember right. I've seen it still standing. I don't know what they're doing there, still having dances on the weekend with the kids. I'm not sure. But back in 67 they were. And it was the summertime, right? Summertime dances on it. Saturday night. And you used to go there and there's a big room, big room. And outside, out front of the room, they used to sell you drinks like Coke or something, or orange, or sell you chips, little bags of chips. But you weren't allowed to take it into the auditorium, the room, right? You had to stand outside and hang around outside and eat your chips and drink your pop and stuff like that. So I went there. A bunch of us went there, probably Peter and Dale and myself and Darlene and, I don't know who else. Maybe 67, maybe Eddie. Anyway, we went. So most of the guys are hanging around the walls, the back walls. They just stand back with their backs against the wall. They did that throughout time. You can even watch some old 50s music from TV shows. You see the guys hanging around the back walls with 1 foot on the floor and 1 foot on the wall looking cool. I never did that. I didn't want to look cool. I wanted to dance with the girls. Yeah, my whole objective was dancing with the girls. Now, I could do the fast dances. I kind of thought I could do the fast dances going on, stuff like that. But they were all right, but they didn't get you with the girl. No. So the first dance, the first waltz I danced to was with a young lady by the name of Darlene. Her name was Darlene Blake. She had a sister by the name of Brenda Blake. And she lived on Caroline Avenue. They lived on Caroline Avenue. They were sisters. But anyway, the first dance I had on a waltz was Darlene. I danced with her. And you know what? The song was this one, right and the girl. I was 16. I must have been 16, and she was probably 14, maybe 14. But we all know that girls are a lot more mature than boys ever are when they get to be 14. Age brackets between boys and girls. If a guy is 16 and a girl's 14, she's more mature than you are. That's what I was told anyway, because I have no idea how that works. But yeah, so that's my first dance, slow dance. It's great. Yeah, and then from there on, I liked dancing, and the girls knew I liked dancing, and they knew that I could waltz, and they knew that I could do the fast dances too. So I was not one of those young boys that stood against a wall and watched. No, I didn't watch. I was up on the dance floor and I was dancing, and I had girls asking me to dance with them. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. And I owe it all to my mother. My dad couldn't dance. My mother could dance. When she was younger, she used to go to all the dances. And she told me she had girls dance with girls then too. Same as they do today and same as they did in the 60s. Girls dance with girls. That's just the way it is. You never see the guys dancing with guys. I never saw that. But I did see girls dancing with girls. Never thought anything of it. My mom said the same thing when she went to dances. Yeah, there was guys and girls dancing. But there was also a bunch of girls, females. They were all dancing around the floor to each other, laughing, having fun. And the guys, yeah, they'd walk around, talking, drinking, stuff like that. My dad used to be known as the holder. You know what a holder was? He was the guy that walked in, when you walked into the dance, he was, they used to hand him their flasks, you know, their drinks. Yeah, he'd walk around with his coat all full of everybody's drinks. Well, that's what he told me. But yeah, so I owe my dancing to my mother. She taught me how to dance in the kitchen, waltz, and yeah, so, oh yeah, and that girl that I danced with in 1967, June or July of 67 at the Paper Recreation Center. Yeah, 1972, 5 years later, her and I got married. And we had 2 kids, 2 girls. We had Kelly and we had Christine. So yeah, my first dance.
I was feeling kind of seasick. The crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder.
Just like it was yesterday. Dancing around the dance floor. Yep. Thanks to my mother. She also taught me how to iron my clothes. Taught me how to wash my clothes. She said she was busy, so you may as well start knowing how to do this now. So yeah, my mother taught me a lot of stuff. Love you, Mom. And that was my first dance. Lighter shade of pale. I remember it like it was yesterday. I could see it now. Picture it. Can you do that? What was your first dance? Do you remember? Remember the first time you had a dance with a girl? Just saying. If you remember, mention it. Talk about it. Help if you want to. Anybody who wants to, it doesn't matter. But that's a story. This is just a story I'm telling you about my first dance, 1967, June or July, at Paper Recreation Center, Paper and Girard. We all went there. There was a whole bunch of us. All bunch of 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, whatever. We were all on the dances there. I don't know if anybody remembers the Paper Recreation Center, but I do. You got to be from Toronto. You got to be from around Paper and Girard, Paper and Queen, and I was on Caroline Avenue, which is near Paper. But anyway, yeah, memories. I got lots of stories, eh? Yeah, I got lots of stories. All right, talk to you later.